speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
At the 26. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Swift. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now from Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Lions nothing. Austin McGinnis set to kick off.
With a kickoff honors following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Running is Swift. nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On second down, Swift. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray throwing deep for Galladay. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed at 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a carry for Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from the 20. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The kicker on.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
The drive starts with a completion left side. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
At the 18.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the second down throw on target. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Wentz. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First down.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
Miles Sanders. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the Lions' 33-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1.
Score tied 7-7.
They'll come up now on second and a yard. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times, just that first read that you had, maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wentz to throw. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? Minimizing
those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
There on the tackle. Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Murray. Open man is Galladay. Complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38. Well shy of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Wentz now to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On first down, Frazier. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
He was brought down.
Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes, and the Eagles have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And he took the ball off course.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They run out of the gun with Swift. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit, because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Third down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Back to the running game with Swift. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Murray. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
From the gun, Murray. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. To throw, it's Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Swift. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Escaping the pressure right. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
On the throwaway. Brings up 4th down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick here is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll run here with Swift. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Here's Swift. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Murray now to throw. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10.
Complete.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
7.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Wentz going to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards. Throwing now is Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Trey Flowers. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk at the 20. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
No gain on.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles, if they hit the PAT, they will be in the lead. Didn't didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times are they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Murray going to fire one out wide. He finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
First down, Murray. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing again, Murray. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Murray now on first down. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Shotgun now from Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Take over first.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
33-yard line.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now Wentz. He completes this into the hands of Miller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more on that one and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Another run with Sanders. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Lions 20.
Again, Dennis with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count.